Alexa, change volume to 3. Hi, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Whoa, I was supposed to take that off. What happened? It stayed on. I must have clicked it twice. Get that thing out of my face. Come on, there we go. Why is it still there? Come on, people, get that off. I don't know why it won't come off. All right. Maybe that'll, yeah. Oh, great. Now I can't get my logo off. Oh, God, people. Why does this happen to me? Oh, because I'm not hitting the logo. I mean, I'm not hitting the central logo. I'm hitting the upper right logo. Yeah, it's Friday. What the hell do you expect? Oh, anyway, welcome. For those of you who are watching this on replay, thank you. I do appreciate it always. Now let's see who is here tonight. Wilma Jean. Hello, Wilma. How are you? I hope Yvonne, stop tapping your foot. That's no, you're not allowed to tap your foot. But hi, Melanie. Hi, Melody. I love it, Melanie and Melody. Oh God. Oh, it's Friday. Yay. I hope for some of you it's payday. Hey, Chaotic. What's it going? How are you doing this fine night? It is fine. Well, it's cloudy. We had a little rain this afternoon. Not a lot. Just a drizzle, so to speak. Oh, God, for those of you who want to know, I am still working on DAC's mystery painting from the last time, which was the first time they put it up, by Button Eye by Enyas Guerrera. I have no idea what it looks like, but so far what I'm seeing, it's a little frightening. But that's Enyas Guerrera. Oh, next week is payday. Yay, next week. Hi, Cindy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yvonne had a sleepy day. Oh, nice. I'm good, Melanie. I had a good week. Only Thursday was a little stressful because I went to the doctor for my checkup. I take a checkup every 3 months, and this was almost like the second time she ever gave me real exam, with not just the blood pressure or the pulse, but checking the glands, checking my heart rate, checking my lungs. She first time or second time in like God forever. I don't know why. Maybe anyway. I'm healthy as a horse apparently, except for the fibromyalgia, of course. Actually, there's always going to be something, right? And then I went to get my second booster shot from Walgreens. So I was out early in the morning because of the doctor's appointment. And when I came home, it was afternoon and I was so exhausted. I don't get out often, as you all know. What can I say? I'm just a hermit. Let's see who else is here. Anybody else come in? No, nobody else. And what, Yvonne? Anyway, yeah, I'm healthy, which is good. Like I said, aside from the fibromyalgia. And There's nothing wrong. My blood tests came in great. My cholesterol was like 1 point above. It's not really something to be concerned with. Same with my sugar level. It was 1 point above. It was really funny. It's 1 point. Come on. But, so I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. Apparently what I've been doing is right. And my cholesterol level, like I said, is okay. So apparently, again, what I'm doing with my diet is right. Not that I really pay attention to the diet, but I try and stay away from carbs. And that's both blood sugar and cholesterol. So, yeah, it is good news. It is good news. And like I said, I had my second booster shot, COVID booster shot, which when I went there, I didn't take my purse. I just put my wallet in my pocket, my phone in my other pocket. And I went because I don't like carrying a purse anymore. And I had totally forgotten my immunization card, a COVID card you're supposed to carry around with you. Or at the very least, bring it to Walgreens when you go to get a shot. So they had to stop and I had to wait while they looked it up because I had my first booster shot with them. So they had all the information on record. But it was, it just took a little longer. Dan went with me, so it was the two of us. And after we left the doctor, before we got to Walgreens, I was starving because I was up early. Actually, I woke up late. So I kind of rushed to get dressed and everything else. And I just had enough time to grab a cup of coffee and put it into my thermos. And so that's all I had. After the doctor, though, for some reason, I think it was my mental telepathic ways, he went the wrong way. Instead of going in the back and turning left, for some reason, he decided to go out the front and turn right. Now, it's not so bad. You can make a U-turn, but he couldn't make the U-turn until he was over the turnpike. And right on the corner is a McDonald's. And I wanted a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle so bad. I am in love with those things. They are so good. So I guess it was meant to be because I had my bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. I don't know if you've never had it. And I love the fact that they serve breakfast all day. So anytime I want it, I can have it. But usually I like it in the morning with my coffee. It's just, it's full of calories and fat, of course. But that's what makes a good breakfast, in my opinion. Carbs, calories, and fat. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? I don't know. Yvonne, said no, he didn't want to go. He wanted to go to Burger King. I said, why do you want to go to Burger King? I said, Burger King is great for lunch. This is breakfast. Because it was still before noon. I said, well, this is breakfast. It wasn't even 11 o'clock yet. No, yeah, it wasn't even 11 o'clock yet. So you gotta have breakfast first. I mean, yeah, I prefer Burger King burgers over the McDonald's anyway, because I prefer grilled over fried. And, but, for breakfast, you gotta have McGriddle. I'm sorry. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's such a good one. Have any of you, and this I'm very curious about, have any of you dropped your pen into the tray and watched as the drills went all over the place? I just did that about 5 minutes ago. All I did was, it fell out of my hand. I landed right in the tray, and it just went, and everything went all over the whole place. I am definitely not the most graceful swan in the lake. No, I'm not. But of course, what do? I laugh. What else am I going to do? It happens. I bet you it's happened to all of you at least once. I know you, at least all of you, once have dropped your drills. Can't help it. It's just the nature of the beast. Oh, excuse me. I do not mean to yawn in your face. But I was up early today. I was up at 8 o'clock. And I'm blaming the cats for that. Because that's the time they woke up Dan for breakfast. And apparently, subconsciously, I heard them and I woke up. Because I didn't hear them. My room's too far away from his. But, those darn cats. Oh, and they left me a special present. One of them threw up on the end of my bed and onto the bench that's at the end of the bed. Oh, sometimes I wonder why I have cats. I really do. This is why I can't keep nice things. Hi, fairy tale poet. Yeah, everybody's done that. Splatter, that's it. Yvonne, it goes splatter. It's not like a drop. When you drop it, it just goes all over the floor. But this was like all over the table. Oh, what are you going to do? It happens. You know, none of us are perfect. Well, I'm perfect. No, I'm not. Anyway, Rebecca was supposed to be here with me tonight, but she's been going through so much with her knee replacement. I mean, not just one surgery, but 2 surgeries. And then when they went to take off her bandages, her knee wasn't healed properly. The rest was scabbed over, but her knee wasn't scabbed. And that was because of physical therapy. So the doctor said, no more physical therapy for a week or 2 until it scabs over. So I don't know. Poor baby. Let's see. Wilma Jean says, my brother-in-law says the only way I could have grace is for it to be my real name. That's funny. That's a good one, man. No, my brother didn't think of that one. He's thought of a lot of others. I'm not going to mention because they're not so nice. I say, I love my brother. He's just a pain in the butt. But I don't know if I told you guys, last Saturday, I was supposed to go over to my brother's house for Passover dinner. And I was so looking forward to it because my sister-in-law is such a good cook. And my brother cooks also. He made a brisket that he must have smoked for like 18 hours. I mean, it was fall apart. However, as soon as I got off with you guys last Friday, I got a phone call from him. My sister-in-law had babysat the twins, which are only like, 3, I think? I don't know. It's around there. I can't keep track of their ages. They may be my nieces, but I can't keep track of them. And one of them tested positive for COVID, along with her daddy. So there was to be no, Passover dinner because Lori might have been carrying the germs. So I was so unhappy. But my brother was very, very sweet. On Saturday, he let us pick up a doggy bag. And it was delicious. And she made chopped liver, which I know a lot of people don't like chicken livers, but that's one of the best things you can feed me. Is a good seasoned chopped liver. She made potato kugel, which is potato pie. She was going to make latkes, which is the thin fried potatoes, but you got to make those fresh because you want to keep them crispy as long as you can. So instead of that, she made a potato pie. And then what else did she do? She made stuffed cabbage. Mmm, yum. And of course, the brisket that my brother made, like, I say it like New York, like butter. It was like butter. I mean, it was it melted in your mouth. It was really good. Hey, do you want a crafter? I do it. But I thought that was very nice of him to at least give us a doggy. Well, they did have a lot of food that they weren't going to eat because my sister-in-law hates leftovers. So she made a doggy bag for all of us, for Dan and I, for her daughters, the two daughters that don't live with them, because Diana, the oldest, she's still living with my brother and my sister-in-law with their two kids because her house had burned down. Well, not completely, but her house had caught fire. And they've been waiting and waiting and waiting for months for the insurance company and for the architect to come in and for all the quotes and everything. I hope I was going to find that out Saturday, if that they started on it at least, because man, it's been a few months. It's not fair. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to my brother and sister-in-law. Here they thought they had an empty nest. Guess what? Nope. Thank you, Chaotic. I'm sure she can use them. We all have prayers and healing hugs to Rebecca. She's a sweetie pie. But then I like people. All right. I have no idea where. Last week I talked about my childhood, right? So I think we talked about Passover and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't remember. I have the world's worst memory, and I may listen back to my videos so while I'm to edit them, but I never listen back to my lives. I probably should, but I don't know why. I'm not going to change it. Can't change anything. It's alive. What are you going to do? What's said is said. Right? Right. Oh, guys, don't forget that there's a delay here. So you asked me something. It may take a while for me. It may take a few seconds for me to answer because of the delay. I hate that. I don't know why they do that. I know it's an FCC requirement on any live show of any kind. And that's, I guess, so they can avoid bad language. Though they didn't manage to avoid the Jackson screw up. Oh my. I thought that's what the delay was for. To avoid things like that, so they can have a few seconds to cut away. I don't know. It's a wonder. It really is. Well, I have no idea what I'm doing this weekend. I mean, probably the same thing I did last weekend, which is just stay home and dine and paint, watch a little TV. Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason there was nothing really to watch that interested me on YouTube today. So I wound up watching Hallmark Channel. I know I'm terrible with that. I can't help it. I love Hallmark Channel. I love those romantic things. They're so silly and stupid, but I can't help it. I love a happy ending. And Hallmark, that's all they do is happy endings. Not the kind of happy ending. Well, never mind. Are you guys still there? I hope you're still there. And I do want to talk a little bit about the Mystery DP 2020 event that's coming up May 1st. we've decided that anyone who has a mystery painting, whether it's a black and white one or one that they had from the last event, they're welcome to join us. Just upload your kitted picture to Crafting Journey and the Facebook group and DM me on Messenger so I can add you into the Messenger group, because we have a private Messenger group only for us mystery people. Oh gosh, and I've been trying to build up my own Facebook page for a while, but I got a number of you, but not really a lot. See, yeah, but then that's the way it is, you know. It is what it is. You gotta live with it. Can't change it. Can only hope to survive it. Anyway, if somebody would be one of my moderators, if I have any moderator here, Yaman, would be nice enough to upload the link to my Facebook page. So everything is in the description down below. So you can go there if you want. What is this? I thought I got all of these. I always do don't ask me why, but I always do my 2s and 3s first. Then I go on to 5. Then I go on, 2, 3, and 4. Then I go on to 6. And most of the time, unless it's, there's a lot of color blocking, I'll just use the 6 and just, take care of that. Take care of it that way. Because it's on this pen. And I love this pen. I know he's lurking. Lurking. And I did want to let you guys know about the mystery event, So then, I'm working now on the DAC mystery event. Mystery painting. And this is here to cover up. So in case anybody has this one and doesn't want to know about it. And I never know who's going to watch my live, by replay or whatever. So I'm trying to be nice and not do a giveaway, not do a spoiler. But okay, time to go on to 6. Let's see. Yaman says they posted new artist on DAC. On mystery painting, he does all that. I bought one. I went and I looked at his webpage. Oh my God. The paintings were so beautiful. I said, I gotta see this diamond painting. If DNC does it the way they do all their Dominic Davidson and Chuck Pinson, it's gonna come out gorgeous. It's gonna be gorgeous. It really is. So mine's coming on Wednesday. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's already here in the States, but again, it is what it is. By the time I went to order, though, the fantasy one was gone. There were no more. And now there are no more. They're all gone. Did you see his Facebook page, Yvonne? Really nice guys. Anyway, Yvonne, can you post my Facebook page? Well, you're going to make me do it. She's going to make me do it. You're supposed to be my moderator. I love busting people's chops. I really do. Have I told you that before? Fairy tale, landscapes are my thing. For some reason, I don't like painting the people, women and all that, even though they're gorgeous and beautiful colors and beautiful paintings, everything else. The only woman I like to paint is Josephine Wall. I fairies, nah, no. These ethereal women, nah. Faces, I don't want to do faces. But when I found Chuck Pinson, and I said, oh, landscapes, because I love confetti. Of course, if any of you saw the unboxing of the mystery painting I got from Rebecca, you'll hear my complaints. 69 colors, people. 69 colors. Oh, okay. No worries, Yvonne. I'll do it. I'll do it. Only if I can find it. Wait, where is it? Ah. No, really, I'm out of it. What can I say? I'm always out of it. I don't like the big-eyed girls either. They are cute, but definitely not my style. I do like fantasy art, which is why I'm doing the Enya Scarrera mystery painting, because I prefer fantasy. And I don't know what the other one was. I forgot. That was the last time that they had it, which was the first time that they had it. But I decided that I prefer, what do I prefer? I don't know. Uh-oh. I locked again. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Okay. Sorry about that. Apparently, if I go on to, Melody, 69 colors. That's on a 50 by 50. Okay. That is a lot of confetti. Anyway, apparently, if I go to another program, I'm going to freeze. So, all right, let me see if I can do it this way from here. Get to watch my arm go across my lap. Okay, where is it? And of course, you all know that we have prizes for the mystery event. Well, we have prizes, which, no, that's not doing it either. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, I can't post it. Oh, well. So much for that. It's Mickey. Sunshine Creates. It's my quote. Come on. Just look it up. It'll be there. Nature paintings, yeah. Landscapes and nature paintings. The only one, and I don't know if any of you saw the new DACs that are coming out. I was looking at them today. The only one I like is the Spangler. I mean, some of the others are beautiful and cute and everything, but the Spangler, that one is really nice. I mean, I'm not nuts about Spangler most of the time, but this one, it's just that I used up my gift certificate and my points. Oh. Well, they don't give me much for your points anymore. All I got was a $10 off, which is like, what? No, I'm sorry. It was free shipping. But if I go over $75, it's free shipping anyway. So why would I use it? And of course, the painting was over 75, but I did have a gift certificate. So I was able to bring it down very nicely. Did not pay a lot for it. Yay! Me. Fairy Tip Tote says, I would do a fantasy landscape, but it has to have a fantastical element for me to like it. There are a number of fantasy landscapes out there that are just very impressive. I mean, like I said, take a look at Josephine Wall. Her paintings are pure fantasy. And and they're very ethereal and very. And I've worked them. They're not easy to do because there's a lot of them, and they are confetti heavy, but they come out so nicely. You know, they are really, really nice. Wilma Jean, you should pop over to Instagram and take a look. Because, yeah, I'm definitely a Josephine Wall fan. Because it's fantasy, which I like, and that etherealness. I don't know how she gets that. I mean, it's just so pretty. It's like, oh, I wish I could paint like that. I really do. I mean, it's very abstract. And yet there's this woman, usually a couple of them. Some of the paintings, I remember seeing one of her paintings. It must have had like a dozen hidden faces. It was so cool. You had to really search and find it. But there were like a dozen human faces there. And it was women's faces, really. Just profiles, but it was so cool. I mean, how the hell did she do that? You know, it's fantastical is hard. I'm a big fan. Can you tell? I know I'm gushing. I'm gushing. If I ever met her, I think I would gush. And I'm not a gusher. I praise, but I don't usually gush. I can never understand why people gush over celebrities. It's like, they're just people who happen to be well known. So what? They're just actors or politicians or chefs or singers or something, but they're just people. Yes, it's cool. But I'm not one for fan clubs and things like that. I'm going to say I'm a very solitary person, as we all know. I love people, but I like being a solitary person. Does that make sense? It's funny how I watch so many lives where the people are talking and they've got their diamond painting out and they don't do any diamond painting. And I don't see what's so hard about diamond painting and talking. I mean, one has absolutely nothing to do with the other. You know, you diamond paint, you talk, and every once in a while, you look up and see if somebody's written something. Of course, if you have a busy chat with a lot of people, like some people do, it's hard to keep track of the chat. You know? So I can understand them paying more attention to the chat than to their painting, because you have to still, when you're done painting, you still have to look, you still have to be careful, you still have to straighten out what you put down, because you put it down crooked because you're an idiot like me. I love my metal straightener. Sometimes you gotta nudge it, and it's so easy to nudge it with the metal straightener. It doesn't bend like the plastic one does. The plastic one bends. And don't tell me it doesn't. I know it bends. I know it bends. Anyway, as you can tell, I don't know what to talk about tonight. I'm just hanging out, hoping somebody will say something to get me going somewhere, somehow. Oh, you know what I did the other night? I don't know. Can you tell what's different here? Because there is a difference that you're seeing from my usual live or videos. Can anybody see what's like not like the other? I'm curious. So far, nobody's noticed or said anything. So. Oh, come on, people. You gotta know. You gotta pay some attention. I'll know who actually pays attention to me if you can find out, if you can figure out what it is. Oop. Oh, I didn't want to put it there. Oh, well. I lose track of where they are, and I look at the one, I want to put it here, and then I wind up putting it there. It all fits. Well, my jean guy. Aren't they cool? Look at these. Aren't they cool? I actually found these on my dressing table. I was looking for something there, and I said, oh, look at this. I forgot all about these nails. They've got to be like 7, 8, 9 years old. I don't know. But I didn't have any super glue. So I had to wait and wait and wait. And I kept forgetting to ask Nan to pick it up when he went to the store. Finally, I remembered. And I got my super glue because the glue that was in there was, of course, old and dried out. I mean, nothing lasts forever. And so I couldn't use it. And I put them on. And lo and behold, I have nails. And when we went to Walgreens, yeah, I bought some more. I bought a couple of packs of nails. Because when these come off, I'm not going to take them off when they fall off. Or when my nail grows out and I have to take them off. I'm going to put on others. I might look and take a look at Mystria's and others, but I don't want to have to measure my nails. Because you have to measure your nail bed. I have very thin nail beds. And all of these nails at you could find at Walgreens in the stores and everything else, they come with 30 nails in different, not just different, in different sizes, widths. And I have very small nail beds. I mean, very small. You should see how some of the big ones, I just don't. I have big hands, small nail beds. And but they come with 30, so you can usually find the ones that fit you. Oh, bye, fairy tale poet. Have a good evening, I hope. Nareda! Nareda's in the house. Nareda's in the house. Nareda, it's about time. You know that? It is about time. Oh, you are. Never mind. Have you spoken with Rebecca Nareda? Because her knee is really killing her. I hate that. They screwed it up so bad. I'm telling you. Poor thing. And she thinks I should get my knee replaced. I'm sorry, it doesn't hurt that bad. I can live with pain. I will never electively do surgery. I was going to say voluntarily, but involuntary surgery is different. I will never choose to do elective surgery. I mean, I had my nose fixed back in the day because it was broken. It broke from that accident I had. And I went to whatever they call the certified or whatever, ENT surgeon. And he wanted to, because of the brain damage, he wanted to do it in hospital. So I went to the hospital to have it done. I could have sworn I just saw a toothpaste. I could have sworn I just saw it. What's wrong with me? Okay. But the problem was, hi Sue. The problem was that they shoot cocaine into your nose to numb it completely. I felt the needle, of course, until the cocaine, Novocaine, whatever took effect. I did fall asleep. I don't know what, they gave me something else, and I did fall asleep. And I woke up right at the end of surgery, and he noticed this, and he said, and I went, because I went, ah, and he said, I can give you another shot, or I can just do this one stitch. I didn't want another shot. Do the stitch. Ow! That's when they were actually sewing. They didn't use staples or tape or anything. Well, it's hard to do that inside. But, oh God, it was. I can't understand people voluntarily go through that. Doesn't make sense to me. Does not make sense. Just for a little bump in the nose, or it's a little big or a little wide or a little. No. I was half out of it, and he asked me. Used to have my nose had a little tiny ball at the end. It just a little one. It matched. My mother had the same thing. It wasn't noticeable. And he asked me if I wanted to get rid of the ball. And I was out of it. I was, I wasn't thinking straight. And I said, sure. And this is when they first brought me into the operating room. And the medication was taking effect. And my mother was so upset. She said, you used to have a nose just like me. Now you don't anymore. I mean, he did a good job. He didn't, over-exaggerate or anything. He just took away a little bit of the roundness at the end of my nose. But I'm sorry that he did that. I really am. And I found that two-piece place. Yay. There it is. Oops, wrong one. So how you doing tonight, Sue? I hope you're doing good. I hope everybody is doing good. Well, I'm sorry, not good. That's the wrong word. Improper grammar, English. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm just terrific, baby. Oh, come on. Oops. Like I said, I'm not the most graceful swan in the lake. I mess these up a lot. You can't. I'm beginning to learn that you may be able to place your multi-placers by rocking them, but to pick them up, you want to go straight up and down. Because if not, yeah. Okay, never mind. Oh gosh, I just blew my own lesson. Oh, what can I say? You can dress me up, can't take me out. Hell, these days you can't even dress me up. My girlfriend, my local girlfriend, let's call her that. She's local. My local girlfriend's birthday is Monday, and I wanted to take her out this weekend, but she's already booked up. I said, you're a popular woman. And she does. She has a lot of friends. And I'm glad, because there was a time when all she had was me. And I think I'm adequate, but really, she needed more than one friend. Which is why I love this community so much, because She was the only friend I had. She really was. She was the only friend I had. I tried making friends with other people, but I don't know. I was never very friendly with other girls. Most of my friends growing up were boys. And I don't think it was, I don't know if it was because I was tomboy, but I didn't really do tomboy things. I mean, I didn't swing from the monkey bars and stuff like that. But I got along better with boys than I did with girls. And I never knew why. I never knew why girls would not, they wouldn't warm up to me. And I could never understand why. Of course, my mom, as mothers do often, said, oh, it's because they're jealous. You're too pretty. They're jealous. You're too smart. They're jealous. You have too many friends that are boys. I don't know. You'd think they'd want to be friends with me so I can introduce them to the boys, but no. And this is why I have a male roommate, too. I learned a long time ago I can't live with another woman. No, not gonna happen. We, the first time I had a roommate, I don't know if I talked about this before or not, but the first time I had a roommates, two of them, was when I moved out of my father's house apartment in Manhattan. And he lived on 77th. And this woman I met who, had space for another roommate, was living on 76th. So I said, oh, it's not far from my dad. I know the area very well. I spent a lot of time, years there. But so I moved in, and my room, it was a one bedroom with a maid's room. You had to go through the kitchen and get to this tiny little room. But it was my room. I didn't care how big it was. Who cares? I had it. But we had another roommate who slept, and I don't know why she did, but she slept in the living room with a curtain across for privacy. The problem with this girl is she's a whack job. I'm sorry. She was a wacko. We'd come home and she'd have moved the furniture around because she didn't like where it was. And it was like, stop moving the furniture around. And this would happen like once a week. Then I come home one day and I go into my room and I look around and I said, this is not my room. She had switched with me without asking, without telling, and I was paying more rent than her because I had a private room. Well, that was the end of me and female roommates. I've never had another one. I've had a number of male roommates. They're great. Like you said, no drama. No drama. One guy, oh man, was he gorgeous. 31 and beautiful. And he used to, I used to say, the man pays his rent on time. He cleans up after himself and he walks around without a shirt. What more could I ask for? I mean, really, he was nice eye candy. He definitely was. But most of the time, like most men, he stayed in his room. I could, every once in a while, I'd beg him, come on out and watch a movie with me. But most of the time, he just spent it in his room by himself. This is what he wanted. And that's what most guys do. They just want to be left alone. And but that was a fun time. He was a good roommate. He got in a little trouble. and he couldn't stay with me anymore. And that's when I found Dan. And of course, we all know Dan is the perfect roommate, especially for me, because he understands and he's become my caregiver more than anything. You know, I take care of all the finances for him. He takes care of me. Lives on Taco Bell. J-Rob! Hi, sweetie. How are you? I'm glad you're here tonight. I hope you're feeling well. I do hope you're feeling well. Because, yeah, you're still having morning sickness? I mean, I can't believe you're still having nausea. Then again, somebody had said that they were nauseous throughout their entire pregnancy. So I guess it can happen. I'm sorry. I love Taco Bell. But I miss the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I miss that little guy. That's like if they ever stopped, well, they have for a while, you know. They rarely show the guy called Gecko. I mean, they become so popular. But I used to have a little Chihuahua doll that I got from Taco Bell. I hate her giving them out with a Happy Meal or something. It was so cute. Oh, Jen. Oh, Sue, I am so sorry for that. I feel sorry for anybody who's pregnant. No offense, ladies, but I'm happy I chose to avoid that. Of course, I will never know the joy of having a child, but then I will never have to go through the pain of having a child, then raising a child, and raising a teenager, and then finally getting them out of the house and having them come back. I love my single life. I am not ever getting married again. I don't care if I found the perfect man. I am not getting married again. Besides, I have the perfect roommate, the perfect man already. Vivian! Hello, sweetheart. And Chaotic says, yep, you were sick from 5 weeks until they were born. Oh my. I feel so bad for you ladies. But then again, it's a memory now. You know? It becomes a memory. You don't even, it's like I can remember the pain of my nose job and the pain of my mastectomy, but I don't feel it anymore, you know. I don't, you know, you don't, it doesn't bother you as it did then. You don't have to scream anymore because, oh man, after my mastectomy, I was screaming. Sucker hurt. The biopsy hurt. She was just poking around in there. It was hard. So how are you tonight, Viv? Somebody tell me what I'm doing, because I don't have a clue. Never do. And I always say that. And I don't know why I always say that, because I'm a very confident woman. And yet when it comes to these lives, or doing a video, or talking about myself, my mind goes blank. So I don't know what's wrong with me, other than the usual. And Rebecca said I should not put myself down anymore. No more self-deprecation, because there's enough people out there willing to do it for me. It's funny. I used to say that to people. Don't put yourself down. There's enough people out there willing to do it for you, which is, We all have enemies somewhere, especially if you have more than one girlfriend. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Come on, straighten out. I'm just saying, you gotta nudge it sometimes. Nudge. Vivian is beat. Oh, I'm sorry you're exhausted. It's hard having a long day and a busy day. Then again, it goes by fast, usually, at least for me. You like them, Vivian? Aren't they cool? But I'll show you again. I already showed everybody, but I found these in on my dresser, my makeup dresser. Well, I was looking for something else, and I decided to put them on. And then I went to Walgreens and I bought some more. Because why not? I bought some in honor of Rebecca too, because they are pink. They are very, very pink. But then I love pink. My color was always a pearly dark pink. That was my favorite color. Thank you, J. Rob. I finally got nails. I miss these. I went with long nails, with sculptured nails from 1975. I don't think I went a week without them. I would go every 2 weeks to the nail salon, regardless, and I would get them done. When things got tight, I went once a month, but I would go. I had to have my nails. And then COVID came along. And here I am stuck inside. So my nails grew out and I had to, acetate them off eventually because, you don't want the bottom of your nail showing. It hurts. And I haven't gotten my nails done since. I mean, you've seen them. I cut them short, and then they grow, and I get too long, and I have to file them down again. And I always file them down short because they grow fast. And I said, I want long nails again. So when I found these, I was going to get some from Mistria. She's got that. She does those hand painted, and she promised me a set of nails. Thing is, I had to measure my nail bed. So I'm lazy. I didn't want to. I really I couldn't find my measuring tape. One thing after another, I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. And now it's 2 years later. And, as I said this before to everyone, when you buy the nails from the supermarket or from the drugstore, they've got 30 in them, in all different size nail beds. So you're bound to find the ones for you. I mean, there's no getting around it. You're going to find what you want because they put enough in there to make sure that they'll fit you. 30. There were 30 in the bag. The thing is, I had very small nail beds. I could have been a nail model. There was only one problem. My index fingers are crooked. Especially this one. It bends that way. My fingers are crooked. That's the only thing that stopped me from being a nail model, because my nail tech used to say, you have such nice, beautiful nail beds. They are perfect for modeling. I said, I'd be happy to model for you. She says, oh, but you can't. Your fingers bent. You have to be perfect to be a nail model. Just like you have to be perfect to be any kind of model. I am definitely not perfect. Far from it. I'm just a girl with a dining table and a camera. Who is not right, Nikki? I mean, Vivian. You know, these things must be, I don't know, 7, 8 years old, maybe 9. Because I've had them a long time. You can also tell by the style. I mean, I remember when I got my first sculptured nails. I don't know if any of you are old enough to have gone through this or have seen it, but sculptured nails by Nail Techs did not come out until around 1974, give or take. In 1975, I was on the road in Philadelphia with the band, and I saw an advertisement for sculptured nails, $75. That's a lot of money, but I was making a lot of money back then. I have to say, being in a band makes money. It pays. Even if it pays. So I made an appointment and I went. Oh my God. It cost $75 because everything was done by hand. They didn't have the smooth brushes. They just kind of patted on it, so all lumpy. And then they had to with the nail file. Oh my God. 2 hours. 2 hours to get my nails. You know, but I said this was before they had the motorized nail file. Oh my, it was it was not a pleasant experience because by the time they finished, they looked beautiful, but my hands actually hurt. My nail beds actually hurt from all the sanding. Squeezing my finger to hold it. Really scrubbing hard. Women has a jacked up nail was split when you were a toddler. Oh, and you only have 3/4 of a nail. Aw. Aw. Sue, what's for dinner? Please don't tell me it's Chinese. I love Chinese. I had my pizza tonight, of course. What did you have, Nareda? Was it pizza night? Because I had my pizza tonight. Oh, come on. Why aren't you straight? I nudged you already. See? You gotta nudge. You gotta keep nudging. It's such a good word, nudge. My grandmother used to call me a nudge because I keep pressing her for things. Pushing her for things. You cooked steak stir fry last night? Ooh. And leftover. I like leftovers. What did I have last night? We had broiled chicken. And a microwaved potato. Red potato. I love red potatoes. And they're so easy to microwave. And they really are easy. You don't have to boil them up or anything. But they're very easy. I will sometimes microwave a potato, cut it up into pieces, and then fry it. That's how you make home fries. Add some onion. A tiny bit of paprika. God, I used to love to cook. I miss it. Now I make Dan do all the cooking. Hey, I taught him. I cooked for many years. I cooked for him. I taught him how to make broiled chicken and how to grill a steak, which is about the only 2 things he can make. That's okay. live. I haven't had stir fry in a long time. I used to make it all the time. I was on Jenny Craig, and I used to take the Jenny Craig stir fry and add lots of vegetables to it because, you know, the vegetables were fine. I could add vegetables. So I would add extra vegetables, and it would, oh God, and I'd add my own special little drop of uh, soy. And I always add a little bit of maple syrup because that's my thing, maple syrup. Don't ask me why. Oh, I learned it from my second husband, Peter. That's right. He's the one that showed me how to make a pan sauce taste even better with just a smidgen of maple syrup. And that you could taste the difference, but you couldn't taste the maple syrup. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I think it does. Oh, come on. See, I'm getting worse and worse now. Maybe I should stop talking. Nah. Nah. Sometimes it's hard to get me to stop talking. So I should probably take advantage of these nights. Because it's true. Ask anyone who knows me. Sometimes they can't get me to shut up. It's like, oh, shut up already. I know. I love veggies. Definitely low sodium soy. Oh, and brown rice. Yes. She knows. She knows. Hi, Love and Sparkles. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyway. We're hanging out tonight, right? I hope you guys are diamond painting and just listen to me ramble on about nothing. I feel like Seinfeld. Except my jokes are not that funny. I find them amusing. But then I'm the only one I really gotta please, right? No. I'm being a bad Mickey again. It's my sense of humor. It's really bizarre. I like being silly, but my sense of humor, it's not sarcastic. It's, I don't know what it is. How would you describe my sense of humor? Anybody? It's off the charts, in my humble opinion. Because I'm not really egotistical. I just like to pretend I am. Because after all, it's all about me. Oh, don't you hate people that are actually seriously believe that? It's all about me. No. I'm sorry. There are other people in the world. You need to be kind and be nice and not make fun of people and try to understand their side, their point of view. Put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if that happened to you, or that was said to you, or that was done to you? You know, that's a hard thing to do. It's hard to be empathetic, or I call it empathic, but it's hard to do that. It's hard to feel what other people are feeling. I do, to a very large extent. If any of you are feeling, whenever I hear somebody is hurt or not feeling well or is very sad, it affects me. I may not show it, but I do feel it, you know. And yeah, I wouldn't call myself an empath, but I'm very sympathetic to those things. So I always try and be the mediator, the calm one. It's a little bit of everything, Vivian. Yeah, I can be sarcastic. Um, I always try to be the mediator. Don't ask me why. I want everyone to get along with everybody else, and no drama. Just understand from the other person's point of view, and I try to explain the other. If I understand both points of view, because sometimes one is totally off. But I understand both sides of both points of view. I will try and mediate them and try and say, well, look at it this way, and try and find something that they can relate to stop them from being mad or angry or whatever it is, hurt or whatever it is that they are. Am I making sense? I hope I am. I think I'd make a good arbitrator. Not diplomat. I do. But I'd probably make a good arbitrator because I can see both sides. I often can understand. Often, not always, because you can't always understand what people are doing and why they're doing it. Most of the time I can understand why, but sometimes it just goes right over my head and I have no understanding at all. It's like, oh no, I don't want to talk politics. It's just that's the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, no, I know it's like fundamentalists. You just have to accept who they are, what they are. You're not going to change their mind. They're not going to change yours. So you're, agree to disagree, and go on being friends. I'm friends with a lot of people that I don't agree with 100%. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to feel what they feel. When someone says to me, "Oh, you shouldn't feel that way," excuse me? I'm entitled to my feelings. They are my feelings, not yours. And whether it's a right feeling for you or not, it's the way I feel. So I try and feel what everybody else does. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. Glad you can come. Boy, I'm always ranging on topics. I'm just, this is stream of consciousness live. Never a specific topic. Maybe one day I will have a topic to talk about. Oh, maybe one day pigs will fly. I'm sorry. I just know who I am. I can't help it. We talked about that already. Self-awareness. That's a fun thing. Well, it can be. I think you're right, Wilma Jean. Your feelings are always right for you. You can't say to somebody, "Oh, don't feel that way," because you may not have meant to hurt them or rouse that feeling in them, but you did. So don't say don't feel that way. Just say, "I'm sorry that you feel that way. Is there anything I can do to make it better?" At least that's what I would do. Oh, I still have multi-places to make.
8:45 p.m. It's getting late.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, Alexa. Isn't she sweet? Hey, Rose, how are you? Welcome. I'm glad you stopped by tonight. I was going to message you guys soon because I haven't heard from you. I heard you've been busy, but we haven't heard from you guys. I miss you. And I know I don't go to any of the lives, but then it's me. I'm not one for the lives. I love getting them at night. I don't know. There's a few people I'll go with. Anyway, it is getting late because it's only 15 minutes to J. Rob's live. And I want you all to join her because she's pregnant. She needs the support. She needs the you're okay, woman. Don't worry, we got you. Was it? You're on the. Thank you. I'm glad, Rose. That's good. I'm glad you're on the mend. You had COVID? Nobody told me that. Nobody tells me anything. Nobody tells me anything. I am always the last to know. I am so sorry, sweetie. It's been screwing up everybody. I mean, it screwed up my Passover dinner last week because my sister-in-law babysat the twins, her grandchildren, and one of them got COVID, tested positive for COVID, so we had to cancel the dinner. And as everybody knows here already, I love my sister-in-law's cooking. Help it. Sue me. She's just a damn good cook. Okay, guys. Let's. That's a good thing, Rose. That's one good thing to come out of it. People need to rest. Too many people get stressed out, and that aggravates depression, anxiety, and everything else. So stress, diamond paint instead of stress, or in your case, paint, graphic paint. Do your thing. Make art to relieve stress. I'm sure you do. But let's say good night, guys. It's getting late. Just remember, be kind, be good, be nice, be safe. Do what you have to do to keep yourself and others safe. And we all know that because we're not in kindergarten anymore. Until the next time, and there will be a next time. I'm warning you, there will be a next time. Arrivederci.